Good morning everyone. Today I am going to present about integration of robotics with biotechnology and industrial internet of things. These topics combine three important and powerful areas of technology that they are shaping the future of industries and research. Before I go into the details, let me tell why this topic is important. In today's world, everything is become automated and connected. Industries are trying to reduce human efforts, increase the accuracy, and improve the productivity. This is possible only with combined technologies like robotics, biotechnology, and IIoT. In this seminar, I will first explain each of these technologies individually so that you can understand the basic clearly. Then I will explain how they are integrated together and how this integration is used in real life applications like healthcare, agriculture, pharmaceutical, and environmental protection. I will also discuss the advantages, challenges, and future developments of these technologies. By the end of this presentation, I will get clear idea about how this technology work together and why they are important for future. Now we see about introduction part. Let me start with the introduction. Biotechnology has been used for many years in areas like medicine, agriculture. However, traditional biotechnology methods depend heavily on manual work. Scientists have performed experiments step by step, monitor conditions and record results manually. This process is not only slow but also prone human errors. Now, with the advancement of technology, we are moving towards automation. Robotics helps in performing repetitive tasks automatically with high precision. At the same time, IIoT helps in connecting devices and collecting data continuously. When we integrate these technologies, we get a smart system that can perform tasks faster and more accurately than human. This integration helps in reducing errors, saving time, and improving productivity. This is why industry are adopting these technologies rapidly. Now we see about what is robotics. Robotics is a branch of technology that focus on designing, building, and using robots. Robots are machines that can perform tasks automatically based on programming. One important advantage of robotics that they can work continuously without getting tired. They can also perform tasks with a very high precision. This makes them very useful in industries. In biotechnology, robots are used in laboratory for tasks like sample handling, pipetting, and analysis. These tasks require high accuracy, with robots can provide consistently. Robotics also reduce the risk of contamination because it minimizes human contact with sample. Next, we see about what is biotechnology. Biotechnology is the use of living organism or biological system to develop useful products. It is widely used in healthcare and agriculture and environmental science. For example, vaccine and antibiotics are developed using biotechnology in agriculture. Biotechnology is used to develop the crops that are resistant to pests and disease. Biotechnology helps improve the quality of life by providing better healthcare and food production. However, biotechnology process can be complex and require careful monitoring, which is why integration with robotics and IoT is important. Next, we see about what is IIoT. IIoT stands for Industrial Internet of Things. It refers to a system where machines, sensors, and devices are connected to the internet. These devices collect data continuously and share it with a central system. This allows real-time monitoring and control process. For example, in bioreactor, sensors can measure temperature, pH, and oxygen levels. This data is sent to a system that can automatically adjust the conditions. This improves the efficiency and reduce the changes of failure. This improves efficiency and reduce the chances of failure. Next, we see about why need for integration. Traditional methods have many limitations. They are slow, require manual efforts, and prone to errors. By integrating robotics and IoT with biotechnology, we can automate a process and monitoring them in real time. This improves efficiency, accuracy, and productivity. It also reduces human workload. That is why integration is very important in modern industries. Next we see about role of robotics. Robotics plays a major role in automation. Robots can perform repetitive tasks quickly and accurately. In biotechnology, robots are used for sample preparation, testing and analysis. They are reduce human errors and improve the consistency in result. Robotics also helps in increasing speed and efficiency. Next, we see about role of IIoT. IIoT helps in monitoring and controlling process. Sensors collect data continuously and send it to a system. This data is analyzed and if any parameter goes out of range, the system can adjust it automatically. This ensures smooth operation and reduce the chances of failure. Next, we see about automation in laboratories. Automation is one of the biggest advantages of robotics. In laboratories, many tasks are repetitive. Robotics can perform these tasks quickly and accurately. This increases the efficiency and reduce the errors. Automation also allows scientists to focus on research. Next, we see about smart bioprocessing. Smart bioprocessing uses robotics and IoT to control the biological process automatically. Sensors monitor conditions and robots adjust them when needed. It improves the product quality and reduces the waste. Next, we see about application in healthcare. Now let us see how the integration used in healthcare. Healthcare is the one of the most important fields where robotics, biotechnology and IoT are making big impact. First, robotics are widely used in surgeries. Robotic surgical system help doctor performance very delicate operations with high precision. These robots can make very small movements that are difficult for humans, which reduce the damage to tissue and improve recovery time for patient. Next, IoT plays a major role in patient monitoring. Today, many patients use wearable devices that continuously monitor their heart rate, temperature, and other health conditions. This data is sent to doctors in real time. So, even if the patient is at home, doctors can monitor their health and take action if needed. Biotechnology contribute by developing advanced medicines, vaccines, and diagnostic tools. For example, during diseases outbreaks, biotechnology help in creating vaccines quickly. When these three technology are combined, healthcare becomes faster, more accurate, and more efficient. It also improve the patient efficient safety and reduce the workload on medical staffs. Next, we see about application of pharmaceutical industry. In pharmaceutical industry, this integration plays a very important role. Developing a new drug is long and complex process that requires a lot of testing and analysis. Robotics helps automated drug testing by handling thousands of samples quickly. Instead of scientists manually testing each sample, robots can perform these tasks much faster and with high accuracy. IoT ensure that all conditions during drug production are monitored continuously. Sensors check temperature, pressure, and chemical levels to make sure everything is within the required range. Biotechnology is used to develop the drugs themselves using biological process and organisms. Because of this integration, the time required to develop new medicine is reduced and the quality of drug is improved to also ensure the safety and consistency of the production. Next we see about agriculture application. Now let us move to agriculture. Agriculture is another important area where these technology are used. Robotics is used for activity like planting seeds, watering crops, and harvesting. These robots can work continuously and cover a large areas, which saves time and labor. IoT sensors are used to monitor soil moisture, temperature, and nutrient levels. Farmers can get real time information about their fields and make better decisions. Biotechnology helps in developing improved crop variants that are resistant to pest, disease, and environmental conditions. When these technology are combined, agriculture becomes more efficient and productive. It also helps in reducing waste and conserving resources like water. Next, we see about environmental application. Environmental protection is another area where this integration is very useful. Robotics is used for tasks like waste management and cleaning polluted areas. For example, robots can be used to remove harmful waste from dangerous locations where humans cannot go safely. IoT sensors monitor the environmental conditions such as air quality, water quality, and pollution levels. This data helps in identifying problems early and taking corrective actions. Biotechnology is used in process like bioremediation, where microorganisms are used to break down harmful pollutants into less toxic substances. Together, these technologies helps in protecting the environment and maintaining the ecological balances. Next, we see about data integration and analysis. One of the most important aspects of IoT is the data. When sensors and devices are connected, they generate a large amount of data continuously. This data is very useful, but it needs to be analyzed properly. Advanced software and algorithms are used to study these data and identify the patterns. For example, in bioprocess, data can show how temperature affect the production. Based on this, we can optimize the process for better result. Data integration means combine information from different sources and using it effectively. This helps in making better decision, improving efficiency, and predicting problems before they occur. Next, we see about benefits of integration. There are many benefits of integration robotics, biotechnology, and IoT. First, it increases the efficiency because machines can perform tasks faster than humans. Second, it reduces the human errors, which improve the accuracy and consistency. Third, it allows real-time monitoring and control, which helps maintaining the optimal conditions. It also reduce the operational costs in the long run and improve the productivity. Overall, these integration make processes smarter and more reliable. Next, we see about some challenges. Even though there are many benefits, there are also some challenges. One major challenge is high initial cost of setting up these systems. Installing robots, sensors, and software requires a lot of investment. Another challenge is technical complexity. These systems require skilled professionals to operate and maintain them. Data security is also a concern because large amounts of data are being shared over networks. So proper security measure and training are necessary. Next, we see about ethical and safety issues. There are also ethical and safety issues related to this integration. For example, in biotechnology, genetic modification raises ethical questions. Some people are concerned about the long-term efforts of these technologies. Automation may also reduce the job opportunities in some areas, which is another concern. Safety is very important, especially when robots are used in sensitive environment like healthcare. So, proper regulation and guidelines must be followed to ensure safety and ethical use of these technologies. Now we see about future trends. Looking at the future, in this integration will become even more advanced. Artificial intelligence will be added to these systems, making them smarter and more efficient. Robots will be able to make decisions and perform complex tasks independently. IIoT systems will become more powerful, enabling fully automated industries. We can expect smart laboratories and industries where most of this work is done by machines with minimal human intervention. This will lead to faster innovation and better productivity. Now we see about case study example. Let us look at real life example to understand these better. Automated bioreactors are widely used in industries. In these systems, sensor monitor conditions like temperature, pH, and oxygen levels continuously. Robots are used to adjust these conditions whenever needed. For example, if temperature increase, the system automatically reduced it. All these data are collected and analyzed using IoT systems. This ensures that the process runs smoothly and product high quality products. They are produced high quality products. It also reduced human errors and it also increased the efficiency. It improved the efficacy. Next we see about impact on industry. Uh, Let, let us understand how the integration of robotics, biotechnology and IoT is connected to Industry 4.0. First, what is Industry 4.0? Industry 4.0 is the current phase of industrial development where machine, system and process are connected digitally. It focuses on automation, smart system, and real-time data exchanges. Earlier, industry depend on manual labor and simple machines, but now everything is becoming intelligent and connected. In this context, robotics plays a major role by automating tasks. Robots can perform complex and repetitive operations with high precision and speed. In industries, this reduces human efforts and increase the productivity. For example, in a biotech company, robots can handle samples, perform testing, and even manage the production process without continuous human involvement. Next, IIoT is a like backbone of Industry 4.0. It connects machines, sensors, and devices so that they can communicate with each other. It creates a smart network where data is continuously collected and shared. For example, in a production unit, sensor can monitor the temperature, pressure, and other conditions. This data is sent to a central system where it is analyzed. If any issue is detected, the system can take action immediately. Now, biotechnology becomes a powerful and when combined with these technology, biological process which were earlier difficult to control can now be monitored and managed in real time. This improves efficiency and ensures better quality of product. An important concept of 4.0 is smart manufacturing. This means production systems that can operate automatically with minimal human intervention. By integrating robots and IoT with biotechnology, we can create smart biomanufacturing systems. These systems are faster, more accurate, and more reliable. Another important impact is flexibility. Modern industries need to adapt quickly to changing demands. With these integration, production systems can be easily modified and optimized based on requirements. Also, this integration improves the decision making. Since data is continuously collected and analyzed, industries can make better and faster decisions. However, there are also challenges such as need to skilled workers and a high initial cost. But overall, the impact of this integration of for Industrial 4.0 is very positive, helping the industries become smarter, more efficient, and more competitive. Next, we see about skill requirements. Let me talk about skills required to work in this field. Since the topics involve multiple technology, it requires knowledge from different area. First, strong foundation in biotechnology is important. Students should understand basic biological concept, laboratory techniques, and how biological systems are work. This knowledge is necessary to understand the process involved. Next, knowledge of robotics is also important. This includes understanding how the robots work, how they are programmed, and how they are used in real life applications. Even basic knowledge of automation systems is useful. Another important skill is understanding IoT and data handling. Students should know how the sensors collected data, how devices are connected, and how data is analyzed. Basic knowledge of data analysis and software tools is useful. Programming skills are also becoming very important. Language like Python or basic coding knowledge can help in working with automated systems and data analysis. Apart from technical skills, problem solving ability is very important. In real world application, unexpected problems can occur and professional must be able to find solution quickly. Communication skills are also important because this field involves teamwork. People from different backgrounds like biology, engineering, and computer science need to work together. Continuous learning is another key requirement. Technology is changing very fast, so students must keep adapting their knowledge and skills. Overall, this field requires an interdisciplinary approach, which means combining knowledge from different areas. Students who develop these skills will be have good career opportunity in future. Now we see about research opportunity. Finally, let us discuss research opportunity in this field. This is the one of the most exciting area because there is a lot of scope of innovation and development. First, researchers are working on developing advanced robotic systems that can perform more complexity tasks in biotechnology. For example, robots that can handle delicate biological samples more efficiently or perform advanced experiments automatically. Next, there is a lot of research in improving sensors and IoT device. More accurate and sensitive sensors are being developed to monitor biological process better. These sensors can provide real-time data with high precision. Another important area is analyze. Since IoT generates a large amount of data, researchers are working on better methods to analyze these data. This includes using artificial intelligence and machine learning to predict outcomes and optimize the process. There is also research in developing smart bioreactors and automated laboratories. These systems can operate with minimal human intervention and produce the high quality results. In addition, researchers are exploring new applications in healthcare, agriculture, and environmental protection. For example, using robots and biotechnology for disease detection or usually IoT for smart farming. These fields also encourage innovation and creativity. Students and researchers can develop new ideas and solutions to real world problems. Overall, research opportunities in this field are fast and growing rapidly. It is a promising areas for students who are interested in technology and science. Now we see about conclusion. Now I would like to conclude my seminar on the integration of robotics with biotechnology and industrial internet of things. First, let me briefly summarize what we have discussed so far. We started by understanding biotechnology, which is use of living organisms and biological systems to develop useful products. Then we discussed robotics, which helps automating tasks with high precision and speed. After that, we saw IoT, which connect devices and systems to collect and share the data in real time. When these three technologies are combined, they are create powerful systems that can perform tasks more efficiently than traditional methods. Robot robotics handles a physical work, IoT manages data and monitoring, and biotechnology provide a biological process. This integration helps in improving accuracy, reducing human errors, and increasing the productivity. We are also discussed the various applications in healthcare. These technology help in surgeries, diagnostics, and patient monitoring. In the pharmaceutical industry, they are used in drug development and quality control. In agriculture, they are improve crop production and resource management. In environmental application, they help in monitoring and reducing pollutant. One important point to remember in this integration is not only improve the efficiency but also ensure the consistency and reliability. For example, robots can perform the same task repeatedly without variation, and IoT ensure that all conditions are monitored continuously. This leads to better quality products and better outcomes. We also looked at the benefits such as faster process, reduced cost in the long term, and improve the safety. At the same time, there are some challenges like high initial cost, need for skilled professionals, and data security issues. These challenges need to addressed properly for successful implementation. And another important aspect, the future of this technology. As we discussed the earlier, advancement in artificial intelligence and machine learning will make these systems even smarter. In the future, we can expect fully automated laboratories and industries. We are most of the work done by the machines with very little human intervention. This will save time and allow human to focus more on innovation and creativity. We also need consider ethical and social aspects. While automation improves the efficiency, it may also affect the employment in some areas. Therefore, it is important to train people with new skill so they can adapt to these changes. Proper regulations and guidelines are also necessary to ensure the safety and responsible use of these technology. Overall, the integration of robotics with biotechnology and IoT is transforming industries and improving way we work. It is making systems smarter, faster, and more reliable. This technology is not just a trend, but more steps towards the future of science and industry. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying the understanding and adapting these technologies is very important for students like us. It opens up many career opportunity and help us contribute to future innovation. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my seminar. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. Thank you.